So for this video, I am going to be calling him Nas because I don't want to mispronounce his name. It's Nusel Yassin. I'm not very sure that I got the pronunciation right.
Our 6-year relationship is coming to an end.
We are breaking up.
The first thing I want to say is, what in the name of breakup happened between Nas and Alyne? Like, it was so surprising. I can't even imagine going through that type of breakup after 6 years, more than 6 years, almost 7 years of being in a relationship with someone and then ending the relationship and going on air, making a video, a fantastic video, very cinematic, very emotional, captivating, like a movie, like making that type of video to announce a breakup. I mean, it is okay to sit down and just talk about it. It is okay, or should I say, not okay. It is normal to just like sit down and talk about it and, or even like write a post, make a post announcing the breakup because people knew them together. But to make that type of video, I was just like, what in the name of breakup is this video? Wonderful one, that. And I must say that the video was so difficult to watch. At the point when I saw it and I was watching, I was like, nah, it must be a prank. There's going to be a gotcha moment, maybe at the middle or the end of the video. That was what gave me the courage to continue to watch. Because even though in my mind I was thinking it was a prank, it was still difficult to watch two people getting vulnerable and getting so emotional on camera. Like, I respect those two people more. I gave my heart to them because me thinking it was a prank, but to them it was so real. And when I was finally convinced that the breakup really happened, I wanted to stop, but it was too emotional and too captivating. Like, I had to see it to the very end. And I believe that is the same story for a lot of people that watched the video. But as hard as the whole thing was, I believe that, there's this thing I used to say about relationships, that you can only know the parts that they want you to know. The people in the relationship, the parts that they are showing, that is the parts that you're going to know. No matter how much they try to talk about some parts, especially the parts where they felt, especially the emotions involved, I believe that you cannot know, like you cannot fully understand. Nobody can fully understand what happened. So this video is not about judging them. It is not about saying this person is right or this person is wrong. But as I was watching the video, I was having like a throwback, like a rethink of some things that happened to me, and I learned some lessons again. Like, I believe that when something like this happened, like celebrity couple, popular couple breaking up, a lot of people will be having a lot of takes. So this, my own takes, is the lesson, or should I say the lessons that I learned from their breakup and from the part of their relationship that they decided to show to the public. Now, if you watched the video from the beginning to the end, according to what they presented, the parts of their relationship that they shared in that epic video, you will see that at the point, Nas no longer believed in the relationship. Like, he stopped believing in the relationship.
I know myself, I invest a lot, I'm obsessive about things that I feel like can work out and become big in the future. And I don't invest anything in things that I don't see a future for. And I think at some point after 4 or 5 years, subconsciously, I felt that there is no future in our relationship.
And this affected the type of relationship that they share. Like, Alyne was no longer the priority. It was now his work. And Alyne, on the other hand, was thinking that maybe when he's done with this, I'll become the priority. Maybe when he's done with that, I'll become the priority. So while Alyne was waiting for Nas to be done with this project, with that project, it was difficult for Nas to continue to invest so much in a relationship that he didn't believe in, or he stopped believing in. Like all of us, it is difficult for us to put our efforts, a lot of effort in things that we no longer believe in. So the moment Nas stopped believing in the relationship, Alyne was no longer the priority. She was still the girlfriend, they were still together, but the work was like at the top while she was just somewhere. And on her part, she was waiting for him to make her the priority. She was waiting for him to come around while he had somehow moved on from her. It is actually very possible and so easy to move on from a relationship while you're still there. It happens in romantic relationships, it happens in friendships, it happens even in marriage. Like you're still there, you're waiting for this person to do something, but they have moved on. And all your effort at that point is not going to matter anymore because you're flogging a dead horse. Now, the part that actually got me most was when he said he had the emotional capacity to give her what she wanted for maybe a month or a year, but he didn't have the capacity to give her for 30, 60 years. Let's say they get married. Can he give her what she wants for so long? But he said he could only give for like a month or a year, and that was it. But somehow the relationship lasted for 6 years, going to 7, like almost 7 years. But the part where he could actually deliver, the part where he could actually be the man that she wanted, give her what she wanted, was for a month or for a year. Now, that does not mean that he is a bad person. No, it happens in relationships. It happens in relationship because while you're thinking that this person will come around, this other person may also be thinking that he is going to come around too. Or maybe they are going to be able to find a way to work it out. So while you're waiting, he is also waiting. But the reality is that both of you have been waiting in vain. As we can see now that she waited for almost 7 years. Or should I say 6 years? She waited for like 6 years to have him come around, but he did not. And at the point, they both had to confront their issues and to see that they are not going to be moving forward, and they ended the relationship. Okay, now imagine that it was just like 6 months after Nas could no longer give her what she wanted. Then maybe they would have moved on a long time ago. Maybe they would not have celebrated the 3rd or even the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th anniversary. There are just some relationships that were meant to last for a month, but somehow they've lasted for a year. There are some that were not supposed to last more than a year, but somehow they have lasted for a decade, 6 years, 5 years, simply because we refuse to acknowledge the issues and we refuse to have the difficult conversations. So there are times that we are going to have to confront issues. Now, someone like me, I must confess that a lot of times I find it difficult to have these difficult conversations. Sometimes I'll just like flow and let's see where it goes. Or maybe I continue to make efforts, hoping that this person will come around. But deep down in my heart, I know that this is not going to work, but I could still spend like a year or 6 months or even 2 years waiting for the impossible. So the question is, where you are right now, are you there waiting for the impossible? Now, one of the biggest lessons, or should I say the biggest lesson that I learned from this breakup, is that when somebody is not making you a priority, or when somebody stops making you a priority, it is because he or she does not want to make you a priority. It is because somehow in their mind, maybe subconscious or conscious level, they don't want to make you a priority. It is not because they are too busy. It is not because you did something wrong. It is not because you're not enough. But it is because they don't want you. And sometimes because they don't even have a reason to make you a priority. It is not because they are so swamped that they can't even make time for you in a month, in 2 months, and you keep on chasing and chasing and chasing. They are your priority, they are your number one, but to them, you are not even number 5. It is not because they are too busy. It is not because, and like I said, it is not because something is wrong with you, but it's because they don't want to make you. It is a decision they made. And sometimes too, it is also because they don't even believe in you anymore. They don't believe in the relationship. And like the Bible says that wherever your treasure is, that is where your heart will be. So if you are no longer their treasure, if what you have is no longer their treasure, then their heart is not going to be with you. That is why sometimes you forget to talk to someone. You can be in a relationship and go a whole day forgetting about them, not thinking about them. They are not your treasure. Whatever it is that you share is not your treasure. So don't force things, and you can't make someone make you their priority. You can't force someone to make you their priority. For example, if you are a boss and you have a staff that is not coming early, is not delivering on their assignment, what are you going to think? You're just going to think that they're no longer interested in the job. The same thing in relationship. Now ask that person some questions. You will see that they are either tired of the job, they no longer want to be there, but maybe they are there because they don't have option at the moment, or because they don't even see a future. They don't see like a future, a good future at the job. So somehow they've detached themselves from the job, and now they are no longer committed to the job. The same thing with relationship. If someone no longer sees you as like their future, they are no longer seeing you as part of their life, they are no longer seeing you as important to them, they are no longer seeing you as a treasure, then their commitment is going to wane. You are no longer going to be the top of the list. They are no longer going to be interested in investing in the relationship. If they no longer see a future with you, if they no longer see you as important part of their life, then they are going to take their attention away to the things that they think are important to them. For example, job. That is why a lot of people are more committed to other things in their life. In fact, they may even be more committed to hanging out with their friends, to spending quality time with their friends, than they are invested in spending quality times with you, because they want to sustain the relationship they have with their friends, but they are no longer interested in sustaining the relationship that they have with you. So they are just hanging there. Now, when you notice all this, then you should know that it is time to have the difficult conversation. Now, someone like me, like I said before, I don't like the difficult conversations. But if you are going to help yourself and you are going to save some time, you are going to have to talk about it. You are going to make them understand that at this point, they need to tell you your place in their lives if they actually want to continue. Now, and you need to let them know that you no longer have any expectation. You just want to know the truth so that you can move on. And in case you're dealing with a dishonest person that want to keep you around to enjoy the benefits that you are giving while they are no longer committed to you, then you need to make a difficult decision for yourself, because there are some people that they don't want you, they don't want to be committed to you, but at the same time they don't want you to go. So today they give you sugar and you're so happy, and then they take away their attention and you're chasing and chasing for like a month, and when they see that your interest is going down, you're no longer chasing them, they come with more sugar. And then you're like, okay, maybe something is going to change. And every time they are giving you hope and nothing is changing. So you need to make decision for yourself. You need to watch out for yourself. So like I said before, should you wait at all? Yes, wait. Give them time to sort themselves out. But once you see that you're not making progress, you've talked and you've tried your best, then it is time for you to move on. It is time for you to excuse yourself from the relationship, except you are okay wasting your time. except you're okay going through daily dosage or ingesting daily dosage of heartbreak. So I am wishing these two the best of luck. I hope and I pray that they get the type of love that they want, that they need, and that they deserve. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Till I come your way again, don't forget that you are forever loved by the Lord. And in case you have something that you want to share, kindly drop a comment, or you can reach me through the email that is displaying on your screen right now. So take care of yourself and continue to take charge of your own life. Bye.